I need to find this challenge, like trying to get some new chances all the time. And it was in 2012. I wanted to paint a wall in my oh, sorry, since I'm talking and like, I thought there was some slide coming up. Yeah, so in 2012 actually I decided to went to my hometown, Gabès, in south of Tunisia, and I wanted to paint a wall. And so I was looking for a wall over there, and there was this mosque built in '94 called the Jara Mosque that has never been painted. The minarets stayed like in concrete for 18 years. And so a friend of mine told me like this is actually a good wall. Do you think you can make it? It was like 47-meter high. 10 meter wide, and there was like two sides. And so what happened? I just we approached the imam of the mosque and asked him if it was okay actually to paint the wall. And so I took my chance. And the funny thing was like, alhamdulillah, I said, thank God somebody came. You know, we've been waiting for 18 years to do something with this wall, and everything happened. You know, like we had a company that gave me a big crane for 1 month. And everyone like in the city welcomed the painting. At the beginning it was a bit weird because people, they were so used to see a grey wall that nobody was happy. Say, what this guy is doing? You know, why this guy is not even from here? You know, like I'm originally from here, but I was not here. All my family is from Gabès. And so I took this chance to do that. And what happened is like stuff that I didn't even expect. So it was a painting on the mosque. It was in my hometown. I was doing graffiti on the mosque, so people received it such as something different. So I got so much attention from the media, not in Tunisia, but out of Tunisia. And what happened? This mosque in Gabès was actually on the homepage of CNN, 2012, September 2012. And actually my post was bigger than Obama and the presidential election. So wow, that's kind of cool actually. And then, since that, since so many people asking me about Gabès and about my city, and yes, I want to go to Gabès to see the minaret. Nobody, even in Tunisia, people don't go to Gabès. Nothing there, you know. But I was like, okay, so it would be cool actually to do the same thing, like trying to bring attention to a place that people doesn't know through a piece of art. So this is how I started this project called Lost Words. Lost Words is a project. It was a road trip all around Tunisia. It started like that. I just crossed for a couple of weeks in 2013 the whole country, from north to south, east to west, and going to places that had some history and people that had also stories. And I was meeting people and asking them to share with me their life, the story of their place, the story of their people. And based on that, I painted a wall that was telling those stories. And we had just a book that was launched in English in June, and the French version was launched last month. And that was about how to take the chance, you know, to try something not new, but giving yourself the chance and giving the chance to people as well to express themselves. So now this concept of Lost Words, I'm trying to bring it like worldwide, like not only in Tunisia, but bring stories of people all around the world. So in the next couple of months, I'm gonna have like another Lost Words. And what is interesting about this Lost Words is the fact that you go to places and you take the chance to go to these places, and you have so much cool story that happens. You know, you go and you don't expect things, and then I don't know, it looks like everything was prepared for you to paint on this wall. For example, there was this wall in south of Tunisia. There is a city called Tatooine, and most of the people there sure knows Star Wars and Tatooine, planet Tatooine. And most of the time people think that when I say I was in summer in Tatooine, and even yesterday at the show somebody asked me that, I say yes, I was in Tatooine, and say no, it's not Tatooine, it's Tatooine. So George Lucas in his movie created a city, a planet Tatooine, based on a real city. And in south of Tunisia, they, like in a website in Tunisia, they promote Tunisian tourism through a fiction, like a film set that has been built in the desert in '97, and they totally forget about our real heritage. So I was so mad about that I went actually to the Star Wars film set, and I said I'm gonna kill it, destroy it, vandalize it. And arriving in this place, the funny thing, I was thinking that I would have like a big sign Star Wars and Chewbacca would come in the side. Actually the place was totally dead. And I met the guy who was running the place, and he asked me what I was doing. So I told him my story, and he told me his story as well. So I took the chance to ask him, do you think I can paint here? I was like, yeah, okay, do whatever you want. Inside, outside. It's like I go to Disneyland and ask, the director of Disneyland, can I paint on the princess castles? And he said, okay, go inside, outside. So that's the Star Wars film. So that's, I think, as an artist, that's what I try to do, like not putting myself any limits, and you always get surprised, what the outcome, and just to finish this talk, for example, 2 months ago, I was in Rio invited for a festival. On the last days, I was done with the mural that I did for the festival. I decided to go inside the favela to paint a wall, and everybody was like, no, don't go to the favela, it's dangerous, blah blah blah. So much stereotype about people. Like when there is a bit of violence in the place, people always make this big, phantasm, thinking that if you put your feet over there, you're gonna get killed. And I painted in the slum in South Africa, and nothing happened to me. And this time, when I was inside the favela, I was looking for a wall, and I met some guys in Brazil that went with me, and I climbed the hill. On the top of the hill, I was looking for a wall, and I found this big flat rooftop that was having a view straight actually on Ipanema beach. And I was like, I think that's the best spot I will ever paint in my life. So I painted it, and khalas, I came back to Dubai 2 days later, and I woke up in the morning and I found so much notification on my phone. And like I see, like what is that? So I open my phone and I see that a guy called Muniz, which is one of the biggest Brazilian worldwide photographer, posted a picture with a wall and saying, this morning we had the surprise to find this piece of art made by an unidentified artist, so thank you for your work. And I don't know, it was so funny to see that the only place that I painted in the favela, the wall that I picked, was actually the art school that this artist, David Muniz, was building inside the favela. So that's what I'm saying, I think the step of taking the chance, you will never regret anything. And that's how you can keep moving. And I think that's why I'm here, and I hope I'm trying to keep doing that, keep doing what I do by challenging myself and taking the chance of like how you say that, like challenge yourself and showing to other people that you can still do it and inspire people as well. I've been inspired by people. What I'm doing is not coming from me. Honestly, I got people who did calligraphy for years and centuries. So people inspire me. So if today any artist, if I can inspire somebody just by telling my story, by painting walls, or doing anything, I think that's the ultimate satisfaction. So that was I think my last job, and I hope I think I landed on my feet. I will keep doing that. So I encourage you, any of you, anybody who's going to watch this talk later, to just take this chance and get inspired and keep inspired.